There was a boy named Charlie Clyde who was never, ever satisfied. It didn't matter what he had, he always thought that it was bad. He always thought that he could get a different thing that would be better. He wished he had a different face. He wished he lived in a different place. He wished that he could be much stronger. He wished his shorts could be much longer. At school he didn't mean to shirk, but wished he didn't need to work, and so one day he ran away to find a place where he could play, a land where life was as it seemed in the wildest of his dreams. His path wound down a grassy ridge, then crossed a stream by a wooden bridge. Leaning over the splintered beam, he jumped for joy above the stream. But the bridge began to bend and squeak, and Charlie slithered in the creek. He spluttered and stuttered. "Help!" he cried. But no one heard. He could have died. But for once his luck was in. A floating branch scraped by his chin. He grabbed and held it by the end, and slowly drifted round the bend. He had once thought it could be fun to splash and swim the whole day long. One night he dreamt he was a fish, and he had woken with the wish that he might turn into a shark. He thought that could be quite a lark. It's fun having dreams like that in your head when you're tucked up warm with Ted in bed, but it's not so nice when you're soaked right through with feet like ice and a nose turned blue. Now as he floated down the stream, he wished he'd never had that dream. He didn't want to swim forever. He wanted to leave this cold old river. On the bank, a man and dog saw him clinging to the log. The brave hound leapt in, muddy-coated, and dog paddled out to where Charlie floated. Charlie hugged the dog with thanks, and the man pulled both onto the banks. That night, as Charlie lay in bed, with memories flooding through his head of lapping dog with muddy tum, of broken bridge and angry mum, of promises he made forever not to play down by the river, he knew the truth of home sweet home, and never more he'd try to roam. It may be fun to sometimes want to be something that we can't, but being a lad is not so bad, and it's safer at home with Mum and Dad.